here in Glendale, Arizona. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
44, ready.
Here's Tagovailoa. This is a heater going deep. He's got it inside the 25. And they are all the way into that red zone.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Ready. Wait, Chief! Wait! No. Me.
From the red zone now. And he's got it! That's a way out for it, but touchdown! The Cardinals take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Back to Hampton. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on 1st down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
All set to go now from the 35.
Ready.
The first carry now, Brashard Smith. And it's first down bounds after picking up about 7. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Hampton gets it from the pistol. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Changing it up here. Jackson. Completed over the middle. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Working inside the red zone. Catch made. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Gano's point after is good. And the Falcons respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Kadarius Toney now to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Right here. Go get him. 18.
Starting on the ground here with Sampson. The call is a modest gain here, Brock. About 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 32-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Right. 18. 20 TX. Check. Crush.
2 and out from the gun. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Hey, get set.
Throw here, 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Brian Anger getting the call on the 4th down punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Surprisingly, had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. There he goes, right sideline. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons break the tie here in the 1st. They have him back there because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And for my money, Brock, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
You know what it kind of reminds me of the playground back in the day, right? You play tag, and you just can't get to that guy. He's just making you miss. Whether it is, I don't know, Devin Hester, Dante Hall, the human joystick, or Cordero Patterson, those elite guys, you just can't bring them down.
Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Looking out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Intended for A.T. Perry. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Ready, Jack? 20 TX.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. That one's caught by Jefferson. Down the left sideline he goes. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals making a 1-point game. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals tie things up at 14.
Chase McLaughlin set to
So we've got a
kick
tie
off.
ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open and drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Lofts it deep right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Complete here to Hampton. And he's down to almost... Nope. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Lamar back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Cardinals getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Tua setting up to throw. On the screen, this is Simpson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
He finds Sampson out of the backfield. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Ready. Hut.
First and 10. Here's Jones. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Tagovailoa on first down. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ready. All right, go ahead, go. Ready. Hey. Whoa.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. On the move, headed right. Moving right, airs it out to... What a dive! I think he caught it! How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's first and goal. From the red zone on first. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. This guy has been a nightmare to deal with all season, Brock. And I'm not just talking about the ground game. He actually just set a new single-season record for receiving touchdowns by running back with that one.
Pretty awesome. You're already worried about stopping these guys on the ground. That's a full-time job in of itself. But oh, by the way, he's also one of the best pass catchers and the top option in the passing game. You create mismatches with a weapon like this, and he just set an all-timer.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the... to begin this drive. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10.
13.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Chased out to his right. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
You know, we're so often in today's looking for this, that escapability, and I love that. Getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Going right this time with Hampton. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
third down, give to Hampton. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from State Farm Stadium after this. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Lasers this one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be sent up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hampton. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons earn the chance to tie before halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Now 2 with a throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Let's go.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Connects on the crosser. He's going to bring this down to their 35. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. First down, here's Lamar. On the left side. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Brought in by his backsmith. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Falcons.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Again, it's Jackson to the air. He got it! Interception! Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Cardinals will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
20, TX.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Escapes out to the left. Firing it deep, left side. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So that brings up 2nd down.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
One last play before the break.
Go. Ready. Connor, low. Watson, Oscar. Solo left Zion. Hey, 21, TA. Out.
Back to throw it. He's trying to go deep again. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. This is ahead for about 5. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 40-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Blitz coming here, Jackson. He puts some juice on it deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take the lead right away in half number 2. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Rudolph. Gets this one to Perry. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him in the field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down, time by Lowe to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Has it down close. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job finding that outlet.
Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for 2nd and goal. Here's another for it. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
They've gone the wrong way twice. Need to make up that distance and more. Here's 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Headed out right. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Falcons will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Man, talk about adding some insult to injury there, Brock. Not only did they jump, but they still ended up giving up the lengthy run, Brock, and that one's declined. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. Again, he's got room. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready. Ready, team. 21G, 21G. Set.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Jones. When he gets in, touchdown. The Cardinals cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it. Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick.
That is a sneaky little play here from the special teams unit. I know you might be thinking, yeah, they lost the lead, but that block, you know what it does? It's kind of like life. We have energy givers and energy takers. And that one just gave a little energy back to the team, even though they're down and now got to fight back.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. 2nd down, Jackson to pass. Throwing the out route complete. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Falcons with the football. They're leading, but not by a ton. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Odunze's got it right side. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Running it with Hampton. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Hampton. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, hey.
Jackson looking to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 3rd down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. And let the cover guys go shut it down.
Oh, he missed it! The pressure got to him on that short attempt. And their lead will remain unchanged in the 4th.
Kate, they had a chance to take a field goal out of the picture. And I don't know how I can quantify this other than hope. Now you've provided hope for that opponent because they know just get themselves into range and they can take care of business on their end.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Tua now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. That one goes for 31 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. From the gun, Jones gets it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Tua setting up to throw. On the screen, this is Sampson. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That Play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15 yards.
Move the chains!
That's good.
Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. They get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Ready. Ready, two.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Yeah, ready. Ready, two.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals down by only 1. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Ready.
He's back to throw. That's complete. Here's Jones. Nice gain of 8 there, and that brings him to 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. He'll look to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. That was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch it, Oscar. Let's go. 21G, 21G. Ready.
Back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals jump in front late. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Has it at the 1. And he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That puts them in a much better spot now. Up 7 here in the 4th.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This will end up as a touchback.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
First down, Falcons.
Here he is to throw. Caught by Theo Johnson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Falcon first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
In the red zone on first. Has some room to work. Catch made. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Hampton. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here.
Touchdown.
So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Here comes the crowd swell. The home fans trying to will their defense to make the stop and save this win.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson throwing for it. And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead.
36. Cardinals 35.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka. So it'll be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Get set.
One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This